Hello viewers, welcome to UN College Digital Class. In today's class, I am going to discuss one interesting aspect of compiler designing. Already in the previous classes of compiler designing, we have discussed about lots about parsing like bottom-up parsing, top-down parsing, shift-reducing parsing, etc. In this class, I am going to discuss about operator precedence parsing, which is a type of bottom-up parsing. Let's start. In the previous classes, I have discussed what is the difference in between top-down parsing and bottom-up parsing and how shift-reducing parsing perform the parsing operation. Okay. Now, I am going to define operator precedence parsing in a very simpler manner. Operator precedence grammar is a kind of shift-reducing parsing method. Actually, in operator precedence parsing, operator precedence grammar is used, and I know that all of you are acquainted with C and C++. If you are acquainted with any programming language, then you know what is the precedence and associativity of operators and how that is important in programming. Exactly in the similar fashion, precedence and associativity is implemented in a grammar, and that grammar is called as operator precedence grammar, and the parser which uses that grammar is called as operator precedence parser or operator precedence parsing process. Okay, it is applied to a small class of operator grammar. A grammar is said to be operator precedence grammar if it has two properties. What are those? Those are, the first one is, no right hand side of any production has an empty symbol or empty value or empty data. No two non-terminal are adjacent. Obviously, if you are doing some sort of operation, then the result must be produced. Okay, it means that right hand side cannot be null or empty, and no two non-terminals are adjacent. Already in the previous classes, I have discussed what is the meaning of terminal and non-terminal. If you have not gone through those classes, then please go through those videos so that you will be clear on the concept of terminal and non-terminal. Operator precedence can only be established between the terminals of the grammar, and it ignores non-terminal. It represents a small class of grammar, but it is an important class because of its widespread application. Obviously, in any programming language, operator plays a very important role, and in the similar way, operator precedence grammar has its own importance in the field of parsing. In order to design operator precedence parser, we have to go through number of steps. Those are, the first one is, okay, firstly, we define precedence relation between every pair of terminal symbol. It means that, for example, if when you are doing some task, okay, in programming, and you are taking two variables and you want to perform some operation, or three variables and you want to perform some sort of operation by using multiple operators, then in that case you must be very aware about the precedence of operator. Okay, what is the importance or what is the priority of the operator? Similarly, in operator precedence parsing, we have to define precedence relation between every pair of terminal symbol. Second step, secondly, we construct an operator precedence table. Defining a precedence relation, now we will discuss what is the meaning of precedence relation. Precedence relation are defined using the following rules. Rule 1, there are the three operator precedence relation. What are those? A greater than B means terminal A has the higher precedence than terminal B. Obviously, you know about the greater than, less than, equal to, not equal to, so many operators in any programming language. Those are implemented here, and those three relation plays very important role. First one is greater than, second one is A less than B means that terminal A has the lower precedence than terminal B. A equal to B means that terminal A and B both have the same precedence. Okay. Rule 2, An identifier is always given the higher precedence than any other symbol. Obviously, for example, you want to perform addition operation, then you need two values, okay, or need two constant, that may be constant, that may be variable, otherwise you cannot perform the operation. That's why identifier is having higher precedence. Then the next one is dollar symbol is always given the lowest precedence. Here dollar symbol plays a very important role, which is used to represent the entry point and exit point, means starting point and end point of input string. Then rule 3, if two operators have the same precedence, then we go by checking their associativity. It is very obvious in our programming also, when you are performing multiple plus operation, suppose for example x equal to a plus b plus c plus d, in this way number of plus are there, number of addition are there. It means that when you are using multiple addition, then it is very necessary to understand which addition will be performed first. That is, that may be left to right, that may be right to left, as per the associativity. And in this way associativity plays important role. Now we will discuss how parsing is performed by using so many steps. Okay, parsing a given string, the given input string is parsed using the following steps. Now step 1, insert the following. What we will insert? We will insert dollar symbol at the beginning and end of the input string, and the next one is precedence operator between every two symbol of the string by referring the operator precedence table. It is the first step. In the first step, exactly what we will need to do? We will just add dollar symbol at the starting and ending of the input string, and the second one is that we will place precedence operator between every two symbols of the string. Okay. Now this is step 2. Start scanning the string from left hand side in the forward direction until greater than symbol is encountered. Okay, and to perform this step we are using a pointer. Here exactly what is the necessity of pointer? We are using the pointer to mark the location. Then step 3, start scanning the string from right hand side in the backward direction until less than symbol is encountered, and here also we are using a pointer to mark the location. Then step 4, everything that lies in the middle of less than and greater than forms the handle. Replace the handle with the head of the respective production. It means that first we will scan the string and we will try to find out a handle which is in between less than symbol and greater than symbol, and then by implementing the production rule we will replace the handle. Okay, now step 5, keep repeating the cycle from step 2 to step 4 until the start symbol is reached. We know that it is a type of bottom up parsing, and here exactly what we are doing, we are going from leaf towards root. It means that we are taking the input string and we try to reach at the root, which is the start symbol. Now we will take one example and we will parse by using operator precedence grammar. Let the grammar is E implies EAE and ID. A implies plus multiplication. Let the input string is ID plus ID into ID. Now we will parse ID plus ID into ID, the given input string, by implementing all the rules of operator precedence parsing. Let's start. In the first step we convert the given grammar into operator precedence grammar, and the equivalent operator precedence grammar is E implies E plus E, E into E and ID. Now in the step 2, the terminal symbols in the grammar are ID plus multiplication and dollar. Now we will construct operator precedence table. Exactly what we are doing, we are taking all the terminals, those are ID plus multiplication and dollar, and we are trying to find out in which way, what is the relation or what is the precedence in between them. For example, in the previous operator precedence rules, when we have discussed, in those three relations we have highlighted. What are those? Those are greater than, less than and equal to. Exactly here we will place which one is greater than which symbol, which one is less than which symbol. In this way we have to construct the operator precedence table by placing greater than and less than symbol. Here we have constructed the table for the given input string, and here we have used the symbols id plus multiplication and dollar, okay, as the heading, and also we are taking id plus multiplication and dollar in the column, and we are just comparing id with plus symbol, id with multiplication symbol, id with dollar symbol, and in the similar way plus with plus, plus with multiplication, plus with dollar, in this way. Now you will parse the given string. The given string is what? id plus id into id. Now we will follow number of steps. Those are, the first one is we insert precedence operator between the string. Actually here we have to perform two things. First one is we will place dollar symbol at the starting point and ending point of the given input string, and at the same time we will place the precedence operator as per the operator precedence table. So here the output, intermediate output is dollar less than id greater than plus, less than id greater than multiplication, less than id greater than dollar. Exactly what is the meaning of this? We know that dollar will be placed at the first and last, so it is very easy to understand about dollar. Now dollar, if we will compare in between dollar and id, then dollar is less than id, okay. Then if we will compare id with plus, then id is greater than plus, because all identifier is having higher precedence than other symbol. Then we will compare plus with id, that is less than, then id with multiplication, id is greater than, then multiplication with id, that is smaller than, then id with dollar symbol, that is greater than. I hope you have got basic concept, clear basic concept in this step, but still if you have any doubt, then please write to me in the comment box, okay. Now we will scan and parse the string, as here we are performing number of steps, okay. It is looking complicated, but exactly it is very simple one. The first one, actually what we have got as intermediate result, what was that? Dollar less than id greater than plus, less than id greater than multiplication, less than id greater than dollar. Now at the second step, what we will do, we will take the id, okay. First we will just because whenever we will get any handle, we will replace it by using the production rule. This is the second rule, okay, second step. Now so here we will replace id with e, and the intermediate result is dollar e plus less than id greater than multiplication, less than id greater than dollar, okay. Now we will take the next id and we will replace it with e. So our next intermediate result is dollar e plus e multiplication less than id greater than dollar. Then next we will take the next id, okay, because here we are not changing the plus and multiplication, okay, we are changing the identifier by implementing the production rule, and our intermediate result is now dollar e plus e multiplication e dollar, okay. Now we will replace the identifier, and the intermediate result is dollar plus multiplication dollar. Now we will place the operator symbol as per the precedence of operator. So the intermediate result is dollar less than plus, less than multiplication greater than dollar. Now we will replace multiplication, and the intermediate result is dollar less than plus greater than dollar. Then here again we will replace the handle, and finally we got our start symbol. I hope you have got clear idea about the process or about the working procedure of operator precedence parsing. Now I am taking another example to explain operator precedence parsing. Let the grammar is S implies L inside the bracket, S implies A, L implies L comma S inside the bracket, and let the input string is opening bracket start A comma opening bracket start A comma A ending bracket, then another ending bracket. Let's solve it, okay, by using operator precedence parsing. First task is to find out the terminal symbols in the grammar, and in the given grammar the terminal symbols are opening bracket, ending bracket, A, and the last one is comma. Now we will construct the operator precedence table, okay. We know what is the meaning of operator precedence table and what is the importance of it, okay. So here we have used all the symbols, A, opening bracket, ending bracket, comma, dollar symbol, and at each row, okay, and at each row we are just trying to find out the relation in between two symbols. It means that we are trying to find out the relation in between A opening bracket, A ending bracket, A comma A dollar symbol in this way. Similarly, dollar symbol with A, dollar symbol with opening bracket, dollar symbol with ending bracket in this way, comma with A, comma with opening bracket, comma with ending bracket, all this, okay. Then we will start parsing. The given input string is which is necessity to be parsed is opening bracket A comma opening bracket A comma A ending bracket ending bracket. Now we will follow the steps to parse the given input string just like the previous example, okay. First of all, we insert the dollar symbol at both end of the string. So we got the output as dollar symbol opening bracket A comma opening bracket A comma A ending bracket dollar symbol. It is very easy to understand, okay, no need to explain it. Now we will insert precedence operators in between the string symbol, and we will get the intermediate result, that is dollar symbol less than opening bracket less than A greater than comma less than opening bracket less than A greater than comma less than A greater than opening bracket greater than ending bracket greater than ending bracket greater than dollar symbol. It is very simple to understand, you need not to worry, okay, because you just remember one thing, identifiers are having higher precedence in comparison to any other symbol. This is the first rule. Second rule is what? Dollar symbol is having lowest precedence, okay, and in any programming language we know the precedence rules, and all those precedence and associativity are implemented here, so it is easy to understand exactly. Now the next step is we will scan and parse the string as. At the first step, what we have got or what we have right now, dollar symbol less than opening bracket less than A greater than comma less than opening bracket less than A greater than comma less than A greater than ending bracket greater than ending bracket greater than dollar, okay. Now what we will do as per the rule is that whenever we will get a handle we will just replace it. So we have our first handle A which is inside the less than symbol and greater than symbol, okay. So we will replace it at the second step, and we got the intermediate output dollar symbol less than opening bracket S comma less than, and the rest is as usual. Then at the next step what we will replace? We will replace the next A with S, and then again we will replace the next A with S. In this way, we will replace each handle at each step and finally we will reach at S. I hope you got this example, okay, because it is very similar to the previous example, but still if you have any doubt, then please write to me in the comment box. Now we will discuss the advantage of operator precedence parsing. The advantage is that the implementation is very easy and simple, and it is very powerful for expression in programming language. But it is having one disadvantage also. The handling of tokens known to have two different precedence becomes difficult. Only small class of grammar can be parsed using this parser. Of course it is true, but we need to use operator precedence parsing because in any programming language there are lots of operator and operators follows precedence and associativity. I hope you have got one clear picture related to operator precedence parsing, but still if you have any doubt, then please write to me in the comment box so that I can clear your doubt. It is very simple to understand exactly. By the way, thank you so much for watching. Have a great